Hi there, thank you for joining us. We are at the Winnipeg Free Press News Cafe in the heart of the Exchange District. During the Winnipeg Fringe Festival, which kicks off tonight, we will be welcoming different performers and acts into the cafe. Each morning we will be live streaming at 9:30 a.m. You're welcome to watch online, or you can come into the cafe, have a coffee or some breakfast, and catch some live theater first thing in the morning. Our first performer is Brent Hirose. He has a show called The Sucker Punch, which is described as a tale of time travel, theoretical terrorists, and terrible science. So Brent, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your show.
All right, well, The Sucker Punch is a one-man show that explores the idea of a technology that allows you to go back 5 seconds in time. And so if you've ever said something, heard something, seen something, done something that you instantly regretted, this technology would allow you to jump back and undo it. And so it explores it through the stories of 4 characters, the scientist who invented it, his first test subject, a security guard, and a performance poet who all have their own issues going on and who react to this technology's existence in different ways.
Do you feel a bit like you have multiple personalities? This is a one-man show.
Yes, it is a one-man show. This is actually the third one-man show that I've written for the Fringe Festival, actually the 4th one. Wow, so maybe I am having a little bit of multiple personality, can't quite remember exactly how many. But it's something where you have to play around with having all these different characters and feeling them out. And this one is already been performed in Ottawa at the Ottawa Fringe Festival. So I feel like all the personalities there, they know what they're doing now.
All right, so you've got a handle on the multiple personalities, good to know. So what prompted this idea? This is about maybe fixing some mistakes you might have just made. Were you prompted by something?
Well, certainly there were personal experiences that spoke to what would you do if you could go back and undo things that you regretted doing. But on top of that, I mean, it's also talking about ideas of how we deal with regret, and how regret is something that follows people around for their whole lives. And sometimes you deal with it well, and sometimes you don't. And those decisions have lasting consequences.
Would you consider this show a comedy?
It's serio-comic, so there's comic moments to it, but leans more towards the dramatic side.
All right. Now, I mean, you yourself have a long history of fringing, not just here in Winnipeg, but also, have you mentioned Ottawa? Is that right?
Yeah, well, I was just come from the Ottawa Fringe Festival. This year, I'm taking the Sucker Punch on a tour from Ottawa, Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Victoria, and Vancouver. And in previous years, I've been to other festivals. I've been to the New York Frigid Festival, the Edmonton Fringe Festival, the Victoria Fringe Festival last year. So, and this will be my 7th year and 18th production in those 7 years. So it's a lot of Fringe and many performances.
Well, I know a lot of people look forward to the Fringe Festival all year long. What is it for someone who's into theatrics and an actor? Is this like Christmas for them? Oh,
it's great. Yeah, no, this is one of the most fun times of the year. I get to see all my friends who are touring performers who come in from all over the country, from America, from elsewhere around the world. There's performers here from South Africa this year, Eric DeWall, and many others who come from all over the globe. And on top of that, just everyone in the theater community in Winnipeg is working, and actors are no happier than when everyone has a show that they're doing, and everybody's keeping busy.
All right, well, your show is running at the Cinematheque, which is right here.
Yes, it is, 97.
On Arthur, and you actually start tonight. Your first show is tonight.
8:45 tonight at the Cinematheque, yes.
All right, and can you tell us when else your show can be caught?
Well, if you want to check that out, you can check out the Winnipeg Fringe website, which is winnipegfringe.com. I also have a personal website, Brent Hirose, HIROSE.com, and all the show times and details for The Sucker Punch and the 2 other shows that I'm doing, Can't Get Started and the Horrible Friends World Tour. You can find that all in there.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to clear the stage a little bit, and we're going to give you a couple minutes to show us a bit of your show.
Okay, great. Okay. Hi everyone. This one is called Real Relationships. I have a relationship with my feet to the ground and my ears to the sound all around me. And I have a relationship from my eyes to my heart, each beat a new start, to a cycle that completely surrounds me. From my throat to my glands, my brain and my glands. And what I don't understand, what confounds me, is real relationships. Real relationships. Nobody wants to read a poem about relationships, about faces that launched 1,000 ships, not anymore. Nobody wants to hear something that's been done before, don't want to be in bore, but I've got more in store. Don't want to be shown the door, because I'm looking for that special someone who knows the score and wants to have a real relationship. I want a partner in crime, not someone who will bend over and make me do the time. I want a friend at my back, not someone who's going to line up a stab while I'm taking the flak. I want the girl of my dreams, because my mind bursts at the seams with the possibilities and reams of the things you just can't do if you're not in a real relationship. Because if no one's completing you, you're incomplete. Failed the grade, will need to repeat. Come see the teacher after class. No one's happy seeing you eat at a restaurant alone. No one calling you up on your phone. You need to be fixed, because we have a fixation that each person to their station should be matched up to the best of the estimation of the people who can't stand to see you unhappy. I've had real relationships made from real pity. And though that may sound real nice, it's actually real shitty, because I am not a charity case. We are all charity cases, and the public trust is empty because the public just won't trust anymore. People used to have relationships with nature. We don't talk so much after the rape. People used to have relationships with ourselves, but we can't stand ourselves, always trying to escape. People used to have relationships with our lives, but now the thought gives us hives. We spend our nights drinking and dives, trying to take home a body that's not collecting flies, because that is the only real relationship. But I still want one. Because I have watched you for a long time, writing long rhymes, and though my rage and indignation climbs, I still long for those times where I might have done or said something to make our uncomfortable interactions a real relationship. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Brent Hirose, for coming into the Winnipeg Free Press News Cafe today. You can check out his show, The Sucker Punch, at the Cinematheque throughout the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. So are you looking forward to this week?
Oh yeah, this is going to be so much fun.
All right, and remember, you can tune in to the WinnipegFreePress.com website every day at 9:30. We'll be live streaming with a different performer. That's every weekday during the festival. All right, for the Winnipeg Free Press, I'm Tania Kohut. Thanks for joining us.